as the field arrive at the 5/16th. Khaleesi now coming through to take that lead from Big LA, beginning to fade back into second. It's Khaleesi at the top of the lane with a champion jockey Radish Roman, and they set sail for home as they arrive at the final 3/16th, and Khaleesi begins to turn the power on, getting cracks of that left-hand stick and a quick change of hold, and Khaleesi enjoys a good-looking lead with a furlong to run. Alchemy of Souls trying to close up with Midnight Runner on the outside, but it is Khaleesi inside the final 16th, the lead shortening a bit. Khaleesi under pressure now. Here's Alchemy of Souls charging up on the outside. Khaleesi fading. Alchemy of Souls grabs Khaleesi in the end to win it. Midnight Runner is third. Royal Maverick is fourth. Roaring Kitty coming from nowhere is fifth.
Earmark Blitz in front, Friends Connection pressing home an attack. Earmark Blitz in front, Friends Connection. Earmark Blitz kicks away from Friends Connection. Earmark Blitz had something in reserve, and Earmark Blitz is kicking away from them. Friends Connection still there in second. Kusmi out wide. Secret Sensation back in fourth. It's Earmark Blitz. What a nice ride from this rider. It's Earmark Blitz in front, and Earmark Blitz begins to pull away from them, and it's a champion jockey Radish Roman. Earmark Blitz sprinting clear. This may be by 7 lengths. Kusmi second, then comes Friends Connection. Back in fourth, that Secret Sensation.
They're coming past the 5/16th. They're about to come into the lane, and it is Noble Monarch who has that lead. Noble Monarch on the lead. Noble Sovereign stablemate now grabbing the run against the rail, and these two now battle for it. Noble Monarch on the outside. Noble Sovereign down against the rail now, gaining all the while and gathering momentum, and now snatching that lead. It is a Noble Sovereign who begins to come away inside the final furlong. Noble Sovereign beginning to pull away from stablemate Noble Monarch. Bubbling Brown Sugar asked to bubble to the boil on the outside, but still Noble Sovereign and Tajay Saku hold the advantage to the line and win it by maybe 2 lengths. Bubbling Brown Sugar is next, then Bomb Night. Back in fourth, Noble Monarch.
It's Uncle Nally cruising on that lead, coming to the furlong and a half pole. Uncle Nally is in front of right there to Fidelity. Uncle Nally in front. Rider not asking too much of Uncle Nally. Fidelity asks for some more, and Fidelity comes on. It's Uncle Nally in front. Fidelity now throwing down a challenge. Fidelity looks to be traveling the better. Uncle Nally trying to fight back. Fidelity is kicking away, and Fidelity and Anthony Allen goes on to beat Uncle Nally. Then comes Blythewood back in fourth. That's Maybell.
As they spread across the course and head toward the last quarter. Tap It Good just the leader. Irish Rich now beginning to press home an attack. Bugatti is not too far away to land a blow. Ella Fortunato is the lone one running the stand fence, but Irish Rich now looks to have taken over on the run toward the furlong pole. The favourite Irish Rich now putting paid to them at the moment. Irish Rich beginning to draw clear inside the final 16th. It's Irish Rich and Nikado Carr running away from this field and will win comfortably in the end by 6. Tap It Good is second. Bugatti looks to be third over Ella Fortunato. Little Grovey Thing is back in fifth.
They make their way coming out of the chute, heading to the 2 furlong point. Rum With Me right there too in the middle. That is a Southern Flight, and and Aero Fire, Sudden Flight, Rum With Me. This is where the race lies. Rum With Me, narrowly with the advantage. Rum With Me now begins to kick it into gear. It's Rum With Me in front. Sudden Flight still there, trying to come on to. That is Aero Fire, Rum With Me, and this weather calls for Rum With Me. And Rum With Me begins to pull away. Goes on to win by about 3 lengths. Aero makes finishing second. That Sudden Flight got tight for third. Could either be Last Dance and or Millennium Star.
Mighty Gully brings them into the top of the lane. It's Mighty Gully in the red cap leading up. Strong Mind now asks for every effort down against the rail. Barmore is in hot pursuit, but it's Mighty Gully continuing to hold them off a furlong to catch Mighty Gully and the wily Dick Cardenas. Mighty Gully in control. Strong Mind and Barmore, they continue to chase from second and third, but it's all over. It's a Mighty Gully taking the Brian Rickman Odie Trophy by maybe 4 lengths over Strong Mind. Then Barmore, Don Quezzy, Prince Roy.
At the top of the lane, and it's Cookie Day and Night. Main Mistress, Cookie Day and Night coming out wide. Oil Machine, Huntsman is also in the hunt too. It is still Cookie Day and Night. Main Mistress, Oil Machine, Huntsman, they're spread right across the track, coming to the half of furlong pole. It is Main Mistress now assumes the lead. It's Main Mistress in front. Huntsman is trying to get to Main Mistress. Cookie Day and Night not quitting, but Huntsman goes on. Peter John Prasad has a double. Main Mistress rather goes on, beating Cookie Day and Night. Huntsman is back in third. Then comes Oil Machine.
Load continuing to lead them a merry chase. Here comes Mr. Senator now hugging the rail, and Mr. Senator, a beautiful turn, gets him to the front. Mr. Senator out in front from final load. King's Crown is racing just in the center of the course on the rail. Zulu Warrior trying to close up. Super Alex on the extreme outside, but they still have to catch Mr. Senator and Eric Horton inside the final furlong. It's Mr. Senator. Here now is a Zulu Warrior sprouting wings down against the rail. Mr. Senator being caught by Zulu Warrior. Mr. Senator continues to hang tough. Mr. Senator just last over Zulu Warrior, then Super Alex. Final load on Captured Empress.
They come out of the chute, so it is Alkebulan, Dream to Reality. These two looks to be clear. Coming to the furlong pole, it is Alkebulan, Dream to Reality. Coming there, and it's Alkebulan and Dream to Reality. Galloping the Villas also coming out wide, and here comes Indestructible, and Indestructible has flown right through, and Indestructible goes on to beat Galloping the Villas. Then comes Alkebulan, Dream to Reality, got tied for fifth.